Cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Trapper.
I flex with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late night.
And if you guys haven't done so yet, give Flakko a like, a comment, a good subscribe to see everything that he has going on and see what Flakko got cracking over in his page, man, because he's getting into it with Chud The Builder and his team something ferociously.
Or having a meltdown on social media right now over poetic Flakko videos about Chud. Boy, do I got some drama I gotta tell y'all.
And you know what? Just in case you guys haven't seen, let me take you back real quick so you can see exactly what's going on in Flakko's world, because he has pissed off the whites. You feel me? The whites are upset with Flakko. But this time, I don't think Flakko's wrong. I don't think Flakko's wrong. But let's just see. Let's just see. Let's just see. Let's just see. Let's see. Chud The Builder. He is the guy who coined the phrase yimping around.
Comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late night.
We don't want click at Podic Flakko YouTube link below and report this animal who is made click
To give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late night.
We don't want click at Podic Flakko YouTube link below and report this animal who is making 6 figures a month lying about Dalton. He is a Liberian national,
Grape.
capital of the world, with a fake name that comes from a family convicted.
Grape.
But if you do, YouTube community guideline violations, Podic Flakko video regarding Dalton Etherly, harassment and bullying, targets named individual. I want to see Chud get the D penalty for his crimes against humanity. Wishing death on a named individual. If they could update this, add some hate crime charges, at another 50 years, give them life in prison. Oh, this would be my joy. Celebrating and advocating for maximum punishment of a named individual as a source of personal pleasure. Whatever I can do to assist he gets found guilty, I would do. Stated intent to interfere with legal proceedings against a named individual. If I had a video that could help Chud, I will go to jail before I turn over that video. Stated intent to suppress evidence in a criminal case. Celebrating suffering of named individuals. All I can say is well deserved regarding Jake Lang in solitary confinement. Celebrating the suffering of a named person in custody. Is his rights being violated? Is he maybe having some rights violated of his? Maybe, but quite frankly, I don't give a damn. Dismissing potential civil rights violations against a named detained person. He thought they was about to put him in a cell with a black man. He is terrified. They don't know if he's in a cell with a black man. They don't know if he's alive. They don't know where he's at. And all I can say is well deserved. Mocking fear for someone's physical safety in custody. Monetization of harassment. Chud, you made me $122,000 in the last 28 days. We make 6 figures a month. Demonstrating direct financial profit from harassment content targeting a named incarcerated individual. We are making guap off you racist. Chad, thank you Chud. You made me fella. Celebrating financial exploitation of a named individual who cannot respond due to incarceration and a gag order. How to report. 1. Go to the video.
It's crazy that they finna give a full breakdown on how to report Flakko's video. But I don't think Flakko's wrong this time. But they on Flakko head.
2. Click the 3 dots below the video. 3. Select report. 4. Select harassment and bullying. 5. In the description, reference the specific quotes above and note that the target is a named incarcerated individual under a gag order who cannot respond or defend himself on the platform. Each quote above can be searched in the video by using the transcript or scrubbing through the audio. Multiple reports from different accounts increase the likelihood of review by a human moderator rather than automated screening.
All right, so that's Flakko. Why he that's what the whites had to say about Flakko, but let's take it back to see what Flakko got to say about them in return. Flakko, my boy, my boy, my boy.
Oh, take a seat, bruh. Oh, it gets deep today. Oh, and we have located the identities of a couple of these anonymous accounts. And I need some help from my community, man, but we'll get there shortly, okay? And if you stay long enough, I have some information that may interest you about the head of Chud's PR team. This bigot right here who's been attempting to bully black people online. But unfortunately for him, he has ran across the wrong black guy to bully. Because you can't bully me. You can't harass me into leaving Chud alone. I'm not leaving Chud alone. We are going to expose Chud every day on this internet. And there's nothing you can do about it.
So normally, again, I am anti what Flakko has going on, but for the sake of the skin folk and the kinfolk, I don't think that he's wrong. Chud the Builder was very antagonistic towards people of this color. And if Flakko, being a man of this color, decides that this is how he wants to go about his content and all that kind of stuff, I think that he should be allowed to. Now, with that all being said, it's interesting to see how Flakko goes about dealing with the situation against somebody of a lighter complexion, and to see how this war will go back and forth, because we can guarantee that it's going to get ugly, and maybe YouTube channels will be taken, because they have made it clear that they are in fact going for Flakko's YouTube channel, despite the fact that Flakko is fighting a noble cause. So let's get into it.
You understand, sir? There's nothing you could do about it.
Put on some chapstick before you get that close to the camera again, oh big dog. You want to go ahead and just make sure that that bottom lip ain't extra ashy. You want to just go ahead and chew. Car makes that. Don't worry about it. Or drink more water. It'll help with the hydration. Let's keep going.
You mad? My video yesterday where I break down these messages he sent to me has him on the internet unraveling, spiraling out of control, having a meltdown. They really did not like that video yesterday. If you guys didn't see the last video, let me do a quick recap. So he DM'd me asking me to provide him with all of the material that I have regarding this Chud situation. Like about 99.9% of the footage of the pictures that's out there regarding the Chud situation, I put out there or I had first. The footage you see online of Chud being carried off, I provided that first to the public. Of the black guy that Chud shot being carried off, I provided that to the public. Chud sitting and talking to the police, I provided that to the public. Chud wound, I provided that first. So all the material you see in regards to this shooting, I provided it first because I have the footage of the incident as well as the aftermath. So he hits me up begging me to turn over the material, demanding I give him all the information. And I told him, no, why would I do that? I'm not giving you a goddamn thing. So then he responded back with the usual bigotry, with the expected racism. And he goes, it's more likely you'll get shot by some other black guy over fried chicken. Just going by statistics.
Yeah, see, and that right there is why I'm not mad at Flakko for fighting this fight. Because no, we don't care for Flakko. Well, what the hell did you have to make it a racial for? There are so many jokes you could have told about Flakko that were just funny. Why did you have to make it racial? Why did it have to go racial? So if Flakko decides that he wants to flock a night upon thee, then you know what? Flakko, you flock. In this situation, Flakko, you flock to the highest capacity of flockativity. You go for it.
And then he follows up with, I'm white. So I said, okay, thank you for another banger YouTube video, okay? I'm just make a video about this and, reveal everything, right? Reveal our DMs. Now, I know I'll make some good work. I know how to get under people's skin. I didn't know I was this good at it. Because, boy, I woke up. I woke up to a madman. I woke up to this man having a manic episode with my BBC stuffed down his throat on Twitter. This man was...
Whoa. That's uncomfortable.
Was having a manic episode, in my opinion, with the way he was rambling this morning, bro. It appears, in my opinion, he was off that powder. He had to have been off that powder, in my opinion. I have no proof. Yo, good brother, Poetic Flakko got the white man having a panic attack. This white man wrote a novel about me, man. This is just the first chapter. He wrote multiple chapters. So he goes, yesterday, I asked Poetic Flakko if a longer video of the May 13th courthouse incident exists that he bought from the person that took it. Oh, well, you already is going wrong with this one, man. Listen, man, we don't charge each other for information when it comes to exposing these bigots. No, man. That good brother ain't charged me.
I don't think that Flakko actually got the video from anybody outside of the internet. I think that he just seen a video on the internet and then he got the video, but whatever. Either way it goes, the way that the guy is coming at Flakko with just so much blatant racism, again, just makes it really hard to sympathize with anything outside of bringing him down.
Oh, you're wrong. Just a complete illiterate buffoon. How do you bypass the name being spelled correctly 2 times up here and still spell it incorrectly right here? What are they teaching y'all in colonizer school? You can't cosplay as an imperialist and be a dummy at the same time, bro.
Being an imperialist would actually make you a dummy, but
you're just an illiterate, idiotic buffoon. So he goes, if I had a video that, well, he goes, again, he tries to quote me, right? He goes, Poetic Flakko says, if I had a video that could help Chud, I would go to jail before I turn over that video. He follows that with, I do got a video that could actually hurt your case. Doesn't this right here debunk this first sentence of yours? You goes, Poetic Flakko admits on stream to having a video exonerating Dalton. And then you follow that up with, no, Poetic Flakko actually said he has a video that could hurt Chud's case. Sir, you are just bad at this. Yo, if you are trying to drop a hit piece, if you're trying to quote me out of context, at least do it properly where you don't debunk yourself, bro. This is just sad, man. And boy, that $122,000 that I made in the last 28 days talking about Chud.
Now, here's where Flakko, free game. Some of the language that Flakko used was potentially against certain YouTube guidelines and codes of conduct, if to be proven that they're used in a certain context. I don't think that they were. I will maintain that I think that Flakko is actually doing the Lord's work when it comes to this particular situation, because yes, we might have our enemies and our issues amongst each other within our Black community, and that's our problem amongst each other. But when we have somebody like Chud the Builder walking around, it's probably for the best that we take all that to the side and we do what we need to do to make sure that we are able to stand in solidarity, because in a situation like Chud the Builder, an enemy to one is an enemy to us all. So I'm not going to go against Flakko with this particular situation. I think that he's doing something correct. But what I will say is, when it comes down to it, you probably should be very aware, because the tricks that you use to get people out of here are the exact same tricks that they're going to implement to get you out of here. So when using certain words, just flu flammers go down.
Got their blood boiling. Always got them mad. Now, this idiot spelled Chud's name wrong right here. But he goes, Poetic Flakko says, Chad, bro, you are just not the smartest person in the world, bro. Chud got to get a new representative, man. Somebody who at least knows how to spell his name. So he goes, then he pulls up his YouTube monetization on camera, and he says, Chud, you made me $122,000 in the last 28 days. And did we make 6 figures a month off you? And does you mad, sir? Is you mad, sir?
The only thing that I do kind of wonder, like, why Flakko is making a good point, but can you make the point without like playing on the LGBTQ community? Why was that necessary? He's making a really good point, but don't take away from the validity and the seriousness of your point. And blah blah blah. Like, you making a point, and you standing on some kind of business. So with the point that he's making, that is, I'm gonna take it serious, and I would hope that y'all take it serious as well. The and is, so like, it's just in my opinion, it's unnecessary. You're making a really good point, and you already got the public's ears, and you already got, even the people who don't like you, like myself, standing with you in solidarity on this particular topic. Don't play yourself, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
You YouTube biggest, man, got the wrong hustle, man. Y'all on Twitter cloud chasing and ruining y'all lives, ruining y'all earning potential.
Because what Flakko is doing when it comes to this Chud the Builder situation, again, I will continue to maintain, I don't think that there's anything wrong with it. Chud the Builder is a bigger threat to us as a cultural society than we are to each other with these little petty, little stupid, little 1-2 steps.
Potential for life over a $73.28
Bambi. Oh, well, no, there he goes.
Twitter monetization check. It ain't my fault you picked the wrong hustle. You picked a hustle that has permanent ramifications, make you a permanent pariah in society, and doesn't pay you at all. That's a hustle you chose to live and die by. Cool. All right. Hey, listen, man. All right. I'm not shaming you for that hustle. If you want to be a bigot and a racist and come online and try to bully and harass black people and get paid 70.
But you know, it kind of makes me wonder. I'm gonna shut up after this, but it does kind of make me wonder, what are Flakko's true feelings about Adam? Because if you can see the Chud the Builder and you can clearly see the racism and the flammery and the skullduggery and that, what do you really think about Adam? And could this be the reason why you're throwing these little shots at Adam? You know what I mean? Like lately, Flakko been on Adam's a double. You feel me? That Flockmare on Elm Street is sick. Bro, that nigga said Flockmare on Elm Street. That is sick. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's that nigga Freddy Krueger right there. Flockmare on Elm Street. But how do you feel about Adam and his indirect racisms? You feel me? How do you feel about Adam and his indirect, you know, making statements like, because if you're mad at Chud the Builder, Adam just used the phrase yimping out, and Spodyface has some things to say about it. So I would imagine whether you guys like each other or not, you are, you know, implementing the same thought process and the same idealism to Spodyface. So, you feel me?
$8 for it and permanently destroy your reputation, your family's name, your face card. That's on you. I chose to make videos on bigots. I chose to expose bigots. I chose to make videos combating bad people. And I'm getting paid 6 figures a month for it. I'm sorry, sir. Why you hating, man? Here's where even I get disappointed in this guy. You're supposed to be defiant in your bigotry. What you doing all this crying for? What's up with all this crying? He goes, the irony is that Dalton Etherly never wished anything like this on anyone. The same Dalton.
Now, that's flammery, skullduggery, and larceny. You feel me? The same Dalton that was bothering people and doing all that yimping out, I can't see that. But I'm going to shut my mouth.
Etherly, a.k.a. Chud the Builder on X, who said the grand finale to his clout-chasing expedition will be leaving a black man dead on the pavement. That's the guy who didn't wish this. But look at all this crying, bro. Cut the sympathy act, bro. We not listening to this. Look at this nonsense. Universal principles and basic morality. Good luck convincing anybody with a brain that Chud going around calling black people the N-word with a hard R was him teaching a class on basic morality. Yeah, okay, buddy. Good luck. Man, cut the sympathy act, bro. We not buying it. And look at this. Flakko, the man who claims to oppose him, just demonstrated on camera that he believes in no standards at all. That due process is disposable when the defendant is someone he hates, and that a wrongful conviction is a acceptable outcome if it funds his lifestyle. Cry harder. Cry harder. I used to believe that meeting these people with morals and principles and meeting them in the middle and expounding logic and reason upon them would change their mind. I used to think that. We've seen with this Chud the Builder situation, there is no talking to these people. There is no meeting these people in the middle. Chud was going around antagonizing black people, calling us the N-word, dehumanizing us, going out of his way to make our days a living hell if by chance you ran into him so he could make a profit from it. And when black people say this is not right, and when black people reacted how he wanted us to react, you know what he says? Cry harder! And then recorded our reaction and posted it online to make a buck. So when these people come with their tears, you know what you say? Cry harder. Cry harder. We're at a point where we're not meeting you in the middle. We're not trying to analyze and psychologize and give you guys any time. Bro, we is past that point of arguing and reasoning with y'all, man. This man wants an APA formatted deep research paper from black people to Chud and his racist homies on why we shouldn't be called the N-word with the hard R. And maybe, right, if the research is thorough enough and it's long enough and we put enough blood, sweat, and tears into it, maybe they would just call us the hard A instead of the hard R. Man, we not wasting our time on this buffoonery, bruh. Right? We tried that. It ain't working. So now we meeting y'all in the middle. Okay? We giving y'all your own medicine now. Take it and stop crying. Let's play ball. Play ball. He goes, Flakko's video is a confession, not of a crime, but of a value system where resentment and hatred overrides the right to a fair trial, where evidence is a weapon to be hidden or deployed based on financial incentives, and where's a man's freedom is content to be monetized. Man, all right, man, give it up, bro. Give it up, man. I had this biggie eating out my palms all day, bro. So I hit him with so I admitted I have video that could exonerate Chud. Oh, really? Well, all right, be careful. You can't afford to get sued right now, bud. All right, the footage I have confirms Chud is guilty. Make that flat out defamatory claim again and I'll come after you legally. Let's play ball and see how this goes. After I made this, he followed up with another post, Poetic Flakko implied. This is a correction. I had this dude eating out my palms all morning, bro. I think even he kind of knows, yo, my community has been begging us to go after one of y'all legally, bro. They've been begging. They even said, bro, we got the funds, man. Let's go. I thought I had a crash dummy. I thought I had somebody that was dumb enough to fully crash out and we could go after them legally. This is where I thought we had him. I said, bro, I'm about to announce we are suing this dude. We about to make like $1 million off the content of documenting each and every step of suing this guy. This finna hit. I thought I had him because he essentially made the mistake that every Poetic Flakko hater makes. I cooked them on YouTube really badly. They get really pissed off because they got exposed. So then they go on YouTube looking for any dirt on me. I lived a pretty clean life. You can't really find any dirt on me. So then they run across fake lies about me. They reiterate or repost those fake lies to get back at me for cooking them. And
now, when it comes to this, you know what I'm saying? No, let them do their thing. Let them do their thing. When it's all said and done, it's a flu flam, it's a skulldug, it's a larceny. Because you know what I'm not going to do? I was having this conversation the other day with somebody. I was watching just to give y'all something real quick. I was watching Spody Face talk to Adam about the yimping out situation. And I saw how all his black castmates did not stand in solidarity with him. And it took away from Spody Face's point. So when it's all said and done, Adam made a racial comment, yimping out. Spody Face tried to make a point back. Well, I'm saying tried. He did make a point back, but his point was stepped on by his black co-host because they went with immediately, oh, I ain't tripping, I ain't tripping, I ain't tripping. Us as black people, when we see another black person making a valid point to defend not only his blackness, but by default and by proximity, your blackness and our blackness as well, we have a habit of, well, I ain't tripping. Well, I don't like that nigga no way. And it invalidates that person's point in front of the person or the people who he's trying to defend you in front of. So I'm not going to invalidate Flakko's points with any of my own personal feelings or any of my own personal epithets about Flakko. You feel me? I'm not going to do that. If that's how Flakko feels, then I'm going to stand with him in solidarity for this particular point. Not in everything, but in this particular point. Because in this particular point, he is putting his face on the line to combat a known alleged racist. You feel me? And I can respect that. So despite whatever my personal feelings are about what he's saying, I'm not going to be the one to diminish, tear down, and disrespect what he's saying because the other people who are disrespecting this are watching. And they'll see that as a chink in the armor. And they'll see that as, well, we'll see. We'll see. Rich Trapper don't agree with him and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to give him that. So for this one, I'm going to lead by example. Flakko, pop your ish, bro. Do what you got to do. Stand on business with this one. I ain't mad at you.
then once I show those fake lies or lies, this is not true, They then issue a retraction, right? And begging me not to sue. So this dude went through the entire cycle of a Poetic Flakko hater within 30 minutes. So he goes, Poetic Flakko was convicted
What's up, Miss Inglewood Bully?
of gross imposition, which is
Miss Inglewood Blue Tea. What's up, Miss Inglewood Blue?
essentially grape of someone, drugged a minor or by force. They tried to deport him back to Liberia, but Liberia would not accept him. Liberia is an ish-hole of ish-holes, wouldn't take this animal back. So, like, clearly this is not me, right? He reposted the title lies that my name is David Jala. I was convicted of gross imposition of 4th degree in Ohio. Now, clearly, you even read the comments. The comments is like, bruh, like, this is not Flakko. Like, Flakko has already debunked this. This is like a relative of Flakko. You are a freaking liar, right? But this is the same tired old lies they have told before. So when he repeated this, I thought, we got a lawsuit. Oh, you are out of here. You are gone. But this coward folded quicker than probably anybody I've ever went back and forth online with. So I began a process to line this dude up to eventually sue him, because if somebody runs a media page or if they count as like a media figure, you have to send them a notice saying, hey, what you posted is incorrect. Here is the truth. I'll plan on suing you if you don't take it, right? Now, instead of wasting an entire cease and desist on this dude, I sent him a DM and said, hey, my name is not David Jala. I've never been convicted of gross imposition. If this is not deleted and a retraction issued, I'll be forced to pursue you legally for the damage you caused, right? Because this is just a flat out lie. I was hoping and praying that he would have been dumb enough to double down and not issue the retraction. I thought he would have been dumb enough to get warned and get notified and still double down on the lie, because then we could have went after him. We could have taken it all. But,
well, should Flakko, giving you some game, should you want to bust your little move, you know what I'm saying, you actually have enough to bust said move right now. You don't need a retraction or you don't need an extra statement. You actually have just enough right there to bust your move. So, whatever. But
dude folded so fast, bro. I was actually disappointed, man. I said, damn, man, bro, I thought you was gonna like double down. But he folded so fast, bro. He goes, a correction on the previous post. The Ohio conviction for gross imposition belongs to Flakko's brother, David M. Jala, not to Flakko himself. The original post attributed the conviction to the wrong member of the Jala family. The error has been corrected and the claim retracted. He goes ahead and issues the retraction. Now he tries to like follow that up with, again, more nonsense of Poetic Flakko has been sued by YouTubers for being a leader of a criminal organization that was doing work for Umar Johnson.
Hey, he did go deep into the Flakko files, didn't he? He done went deep into the Flakko files, didn't he?
And I'm like, hey, listen, man. So first off, okay, if you are dumb enough to have your ears and common sense insulted by somebody telling you that I was a gang leader of a criminal enterprise that was claiming bounties on behalf of Dr. Umar Johnson, my only question is, you believed it? You believed it? He could post 20 other lawsuits that got dismissed. I wouldn't give a damn. There was a point in Black YouTube where people were filing lawsuits on Pacers, like literally doing it themselves under like pseudonames, just so the person could respond back and they could make a video about how they op got sued, but the whole time it was them suing they op. Once I learned
that is a sick little world that them woke niggas live in.
How to counter that, how to appeal that, how to get that thrown out easily, man, I stopped hiring counsel and started doing it myself. They got so creative, they started suing nicknames for you. So you couldn't really combat it, because what can you respond to if it's a nickname for you? So these people were absolute trolls. I stopped entertaining the trolls. But this right here is what I care about. Ooh, he messed up now. All right, so this dude, one, he thinks that telling people to falsely report my channel for things that it doesn't do is gonna somehow affect me. Well, he effed up, right? Because he's getting too bold now in his harassment. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to take the legal procedures to make sure this harassment stops. The person who has started this targeted harassment campaign against me, his name is Ricky Cisco, and it's short for Richard Cisco. This is day one of his targeted campaign against me. Now, I'm going to nip it in the bud before it even gets prolonged. I see he's now committed to try to harass me, so I'm going to start the legal process right now. I'm going to draft up the cease and desist.
So here's the thing. Should you start this legal process and you don't follow all the way through, it's for nothing. A lot of times in these YouTube spaces, a lot of times in these YouTube videos is, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to link this, I'm going to link that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Niggas don't want to go through the steps of. If you don't go through the steps of and he does, it's going to fall short on your end. It costs chili to do this. So don't cost a crazy amount of chili, but it costs chili to do this. A lot of times when it comes to these, 1-2 steps like Sierra, when it comes to these little woo-wops and all that, niggas talk, but they don't ever really put that plan into action. You feel me? So, Flakko, you gonna be about this play, so you say, be about the play. Or just don't. Your business, your prerogative, but, just know that the steps that come with it, and it's a little bit of Chiliana that come into it. Reg Dog, I seen your response. I am not going to say anything disparaging about Flakko in this video because he is fighting a racial fight that is to the benefit of my and your black ass. So despite the fact of how funny that comment was, yes, Jesus, I'm going to leave it alone. You feel me? If you in the chat, it makes sense. If you're not in the chat, don't even worry about it. Let's keep going.
But I need some brothers.
Like the dew in the morning. May he rest upon my soul. Like the dew in the morning. All the black churches, y'all know the dew in the morning.
In the greater Detroit area, Ann Arbor, Michigan, who are an activist in their community, who's a voice in their community, who could help me rally a group of black people for us to march peacefully to serve this man my cease and desist. I want to do this with in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So if
2 or 3 weeks, nigga, you need to do this week at Flakko. You making $100,000 a month on YouTube. You got the chili. Don't worry about it. You big baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades on the Impala. You feel me?
You are a voice in the greater Detroit area and Ann Arbor, Michigan area, and you can rally the community and help the community come out and support me and be with me as I serve this dude to cease and desist, please let me know. Harassing black people is not okay, bruh. I'm just exercising the same free speech that y'all said Chud had the right to exercise. I have a right to exercise that as well. And you would not harass me. I know my brothers in Detroit got me. So if you're in the greater Detroit area, if you are my sister, my brother, if you are somebody, a woman, a man, or anyone who has a voice in the...
All right, man. So make sure that y'all check out what Flakko got going on, man. And if you are in that area, all jokes aside, make sure you show him some love to fight this black fight, man. Red dots to the left, you know the rest. Bow. Go. News Network, I'm glad that you enjoyed that content. We heard the cries, we heard the complaints. Now we don't got no intro, but we do got an outro with the same information, man. Make sure that you are tapped in. Make sure you dropping comments. Make sure you dropping likes. Make sure you subscribing to everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network, because we will be giving away some more Chiliana once we hit that 40,000 membership, 40,000 subscriber, threshold. We're gonna make sure that we give y'all some Chiliana, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all stay looking out. Make sure y'all stay right here at TNN Trap News Network. The news you can use, the knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We're gonna keep you updated on what's going on these YouTube streets. You already know the deal, man. If you enjoyed this content, throw the red dot to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Hi, I'm Whack 100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life for your own personal home security. Call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second. Hey, I'm Adam22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Whack 100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.